Okay, ordered yesterday. It says the Kaylle belly band holster to conceal carry. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. It says it's the most versatile and most comfortable method of concealment available. That's not true. High quality, we'll find out. Breathable material, can be comfortably worn in many different positions. Okay. Fits most subcompact, compact, middle-sized pistols. They sell satisfaction, lifetime guarantee, and refund. Okay. Here. Okay, haven't worn a belly band in probably 35 years. Things have changed a little bit. This has got to be the inside. This is where the pistol goes. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So you're supposed to get this around your gut. And then you've got space for something here. I don't carry extra magazines really. Okay, and you're supposed to stick the gun in here. It's got a little angle to it, so it's straight stitching here. It's got a little angle to it here, so almost like a holster. This is like some type of nylon, web nylon or something like that. This inside seems pretty soft. It's only going to breathe so much if it's hot, but let's try it out. So it does have a little bit of a similar pattern to, oops. It does have a little bit of a similar pattern to just the pocket holster that I normally carry. You see that V going there, and it's got a little bit of a V going there too. So it makes it easy enough to get in. Subcompact, you gotta try that out on your own. I don't know. But how much of a tight fit? I'm mainly just using it to walk the dog, and in the summer months, I'm going outside just to make sure I have something that's accessible. It's fine for that. For its use case, it's fine. Now, with my LCR, putting it into the one with the contours works okay. With that 13-pound trigger pull, I don't worry so much, even though it's got a good front sight on it. I do have to think about it while I'm putting it in there, which with my other holster, I don't have to think about it that much. Now, where this is a magnet. This is not some type of retention strap. It's just a magnet. It's something there. It doesn't clip in. It's just a magnet. So don't get it twisted. And it's just kind of help to hold it in place as much as possible. It's nice because you can easily get it off if you need to get it out. And I can easily get this out. But if you've got like some type of 1911 frame, a longer full firearm, you're not, this, in my opinion, this isn't the one for you. Subcompact, you could try it out. For a revolver, seems great. It's fine, didn't have any problems with it. Okay. Now, although I can get my PMR 30 inside there, here's the problem. I want to get it out to show you that it's not loaded. Okay, so there we go, unloaded, no magazine. But it's got this one here, and you can see that it's coming down to be a little bit of the shape of a revolver or something of the contour of a firearm. You've got another case here that's more of a foam. It's just squared off. You can see the difference, squared off versus a little bit of a holstered pattern. So when I get my unloaded, here Mark already in there, it's a little bit of a pain to get it in. People don't like this because they feel it could get in the way. This has a very, probably less than 5-pound trigger pull. So I have to be much more careful than the LCR, which is working on some kind of 13-pound trigger pull close to my body. It's very close to my body because of the thin profile of the tree. So it's real close, but here's the problem. To get it out, look at that. Look at that. These wonderful sights, front sight that it has. I'm never putting this thing in here and carrying it on the street. Never. So I would never do that. Okay, I'm going to give you some poses in 4 different shirts. This is a lighter shirt that I'll wear occasionally, so you can kind of see that I've got something going on here. As I make movements, you can see this. I like it here. Now, I could roll it around to my preferred carry position. Now, I can't carry it in the front because this is what you're seeing. If I've got it in the front, and I'm trying not to show you any skin, this isn't OnlyFans. A lot of people say this knit there. People say it's a waist, but it's there. It's something if you're into that. So it depends on, it doesn't matter how skinny you are. This is gonna, depends on the firearm that you're carrying, but if I brought it all the way over to my favorite cross draw position, it's a little less, but you still get the protruding coming on here a little bit, movements. Somebody might not know what that is, but it's not the, I guess what they term printing. You're still getting the print as I move. Somebody's knowing that something's there. Somebody that's real astute would know, oh, you're wearing a belly band. So let's try another shirt. Okay, this is the shirt I'll wear most of the time. So you tell me, which side is it on? Oh, there you go, gave it away. See that movement? Gives it away. But other than that, if I'm just walking the dog, I'm pretty comfortable that no one's really gonna know. Depends on how high I get it up there. I think if I ran with it, and I'm not really running anywhere, you just want to give yourself some distance because it's going to take you a little longer to get it out. So that distance will help you. I think that no one would really know that I was wearing this thing. It's not bad. Haven't worn a belly band, as I said, in probably 35 years, something like that. When I was just trying things out when I first started to carry in a different decade. But some people did it, but it didn't make sense for me because I was a little bit scrawny back then. I've worked on my permanent pregnancy since then. So there we go, up in the armpit. No one really knows, I don't think, that you're carrying in that situation. So it seems to make sense. Seems to be a good deal. I'll try a polo on, and that'll be it for the fashion show. So a lot seems to determine the material too, because right here, this material is totally different than that material. You can't see that I'm wearing a belly band, or I can't see. I'm looking at the camera, doesn't really show up, and I've got my crossword position. If I move around, you can kind of tell, but I could probably move it back or move it up a little bit. And the concealment is almost under my arm here. So the concealment's pretty good. You can't even tell that I have anything. If I had to get to it, I could access it pretty easily. I think I could access it pretty easily and get it out pretty fast, especially because that retention thing isn't really doing much. But I could draw pretty quickly with this, I think. Yeah, I could get it out pretty quickly, even though it's not a rush. I don't anticipate being in that situation where I'd have to rush that much. A lot's going to depend on your frame, like we said. Depend on how much you have, the firearm that you're carrying, and the frame of your body, and the clothing that you wear. So firearm, frame, and the clothing. So how it contours and works with you. This is pretty good. I could easily get under there, but people are going to know you're going for something. But it's just to have something with you. That's the main reason. In the summer months, where like the pants that I'm wearing right now, this is just me moving it because I don't feel like showing you a whole lot of skin, so I get 250,000 views to this. which is a little strange that the more skin, the younger you are, the svelter you are, the more views you get. So if I bring it up a little higher, because I've got a little bit of that leftover 18-year-old push-up work, yeah, as long as I get it up under my arm, almost like it's not a harness, but if I have it there, but it depends on where you position it, because when I had that position over here in the cross draw position, you really couldn't tell that I was wearing anything here. But now that I've moved it into the, what's that, 3 o'clock position, whatever it would be, you can kind of tell. Let's move it back and take another look. I think this is worth the effort. Let's see. So there we go. Let's bring it up a little higher. Now, it doesn't matter so much, so if you have a paunch or something like that, which I've been working on for over a decade, trying to perfect it. So if you have a paunch, you might be able to get it underneath there or something like that, but because the band is so long, but you can't tell the printing of the band right now. And the fabric matters a lot. And I can access it. By the time, when you're pulling up your shirt like that, you're either doing something crazy because you can't find a Jiffy John, or you're going for something. But the most important thing is just to have something with you. That's the most important thing. And there it is. Let's see, that's not so bad. I don't think if I was walking down the street, anybody would know what I was doing. Let's take a look one more, and then we'll do not a t-shirt, like some type of polo shirt. Okay, is it on my right or my left side? Which side did I have it on? Now, I don't even know if you can tell that I'm wearing a belly band. I can tell you I'm not. But which side do you think it's on right now? Well, actually, it's my favorite side, my cross-draw side. That's where I have it. I've got the band on, and then below that, I still got my t-shirt underneath that, and then the shirt on top of it. And this way, I don't think anybody can really tell. So hopefully this video helps you, gives you a better idea of whether it's a good buy. How comfortable is it? It's like, I guess, what it feels like when my mom used to wear a girdle. I don't know if women wear them anymore. They might. Maybe Kim's producing the Skims thing. Now she owes me some money for endorsing her. You do feel like, regardless of how much of a paunch you have or don't have, you're going to feel that because it's something compressed to your body, something strapped onto you. It's not thick like a Kevlar vest or anything like that. It's just, you know that you've got, because it's pretty thick. I think this is like 5 inches. So you've got a belt going around of some soft nylon or whatever it's made of going around. If it's really, really hot and you sweat a lot, yeah, you're going to feel it if it's hot or you sweat a lot. But you're carrying, you're able to access it. It's not, you're not going to have a down the street shootout and be quick draw, but you will be able to access it, and you want to give yourself that distance all the time. Time and distance put you in control. And then practice gives you that extra. Got to think slow, fast. But I think it works out not bad for the use. I don't think anybody would really know that I'm carrying. I could walk into a store, go around any place that I needed to go, do what I needed to do, and still feel pretty comfortable and feel safe. So would I recommend the Kaylle belly band? Having a library of holsters allows you to carry according to your dress instead of dressing according to your carry. After wearing this holster a few times, there are a couple of things that come to mind that I think are worth discussing. I've worn it a couple times a week, depending on the weather. Big variable is the weather and what I'm choosing to wear because it's getting warmer out. Is it comfortable? You know it's there, and maybe you should know any holster you're wearing is there just so you stay fully aware. But that said, you definitely know it's there. Regardless of the body type that you have, you've got something velcroed to you, so you know it's there. Now, you could wear a Kevlar vest, and you might not know so much. It's been a long time since I wore one of those, but I wore it a lot before. And you could kind of forget that it's there because it was getting lighter weight as the years went on and you got adjusted to it. But just having this 5-inch strap wrapped around your waist, it's very different from holstering that's just something, a little bit of weight on your side if you're side carrying, if that's how you do everyday carry. Then you have to ask yourself, is it concealable? Depends on the shirt, t-shirt, your body type, the material that you're wearing. There are so many variables to take into account. That's why you need that library of holsters that you can kind of go to. I'm trying different belly bands mainly because of the weather, and I need to explore some other options. Next thing that comes up, is it accessible? If you're in a situation where you need to draw, with this holster, depending on how you're carrying it, everybody's going to know you're drawing, because you got to pull half your shirt up. Whether you're male or female, that's the only way you're going to get to it. I mean, if you carry it a little bit lower down, if your body allows you to do that and conceal really well, if you care, then you might not have to draw up as much. But if you've got one of those V-shaped figures and the size of your firearm, depending where you can nest it in there so you can still get good concealability, depends on how far you're going to have to draw it up. I like to carry in a specific position. So I'd have to draw it up right under my arm. I have to draw my shirt up almost fully under my arm. So situational awareness is going to be so much more important if you're wearing this belly band. I have a hard time calling it a holster because it's not a holster. It's a band, an elastic band with a slot in it for you to stick a firearm. Now, is the firearm secure in the belly band? My revolver, which is my everyday carry, yes. Would I want to wear it all day? No. Would I wear it for a defined period of time because I got to carry something and I got to wear something and it's able to conceal it with what I'm wearing? Yes, I would wear it. Would I put a semi-automatic in this holster? My semi-automatic is the Kaylle PMR. That's my personal choice. You're going to have your preferences. You're going to have your preferred firearm, everyday carry. You're going to have your preferred ammo. You're going to generally have your preferred holster. You're going to have the preferred position that you keep your holster in. Everybody's got their preferences. Would I put a semi-automatic in this? I would not, mainly because of the issues with the front sight. Also, I think access would be a little bit awkward. The revolver lends a little bit more to access, even though you're vertically drawing, which is not the easiest thing to do. So as for previously mentioned reasons and for specific periods and specific situations, this is a good option to help you carry. I'm going to be purchasing a number of belly bands as the months go on and the weather stays as it is. So I'll do some reviews, and then at the end, I'll do a comparison of everything that I've purchased and my preference. And that's just my personal preference. If you stuck with me, thanks again. Appreciate it. God bless. Stay safe. Exercise your rights.